I appreciate y'all for like understanding where I'm coming from a lot of times, because I know that my titles lately have been a little bit abstract, and I know that I've been talking about time travel. This sort of has a time travel element also too. And so maybe I'll talk a little bit about what time travel means for me. I lived a life before as a queer male, two-spirited, and then now I'm living a life as a trans woman. And then I transitioned late. There was a lot of trauma throughout the process of the transition. And it wore me down. And I remember in 2022, that was the last job that I had, a job that I started, and it was only 2 weeks, and I got misgendered really, really badly. And it devastated me. And I felt like I needed to go on antidepressants after that. When I got on antidepressants, I started feeling better. And I felt like a new operating system was placed into my mind, or some sort of reset happened, where I went back to a thinking and a feeling, let's say an operating system, like a computer has an operating system, right? And there's a main system, and there's different functions that that system can make to the brain of the computer to do different functions. It made me see my life a little bit more optimistically. I was able to handle my life day to day a little better. Like when I was able to do that before the misgendering and before all the grief of transitioning. And all of that wore me out. It wore my brain and my soul and my psyche out. And then the misgendering was the final blow, and I was down. And so the antidepressants, and I continued on, whatever I could do to work on my mental health. All of those things helped me get back on my feet and restored like a previous operating system, right? That makes sense, right? And then I was able to, handle life. I wasn't a robot. This was a good med fluvoxamine was really good for me. Lexapro would have been good for me too, had I taken it in smaller increments in the beginning. I didn't do it that way, and I had big problems with Lexapro. But I didn't have any problems with fluvoxamine because a different doctor prescribed that to me, and we went in increments up. And then when I wanted to come off it, because I felt it kind of took away my humor, I was more stable, so I sloped back down and withdrew. I was able to come off it smooth. I never wanted to stay on any meds. No offense to anyone, but I just never wanted that for me. I wanted to learn how to improve the quality of my life through whatever way I could and not depend on medication for that. So I think I pretty much have accomplished that. I'm still alive. I haven't hurt myself or anyone else. I'm still, sober, abstinent with my food. I'm working a lot of different 12-step programs. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm not doing it alone, that's for sure, but I'm not relying on meds. I'm bringing all of this up because the Mr. Magic recent video where I met the guy, the one that I fell in love with at the disco, making out for 2.5 hours. Felt like I went through time travel there. I hope I explained myself well, that I was able to, for the first time, feel the joy and the attraction of another man as a trans woman. And my favorite environment. So I felt like that was a reset. That was a reset for me because I had not experienced that in my transition. And I actually didn't think I was ever going to. And I was able to feel it. So meeting Mr. L and time traveling, because it was the music that really allowed for the time travel. And his look was like that 70s, 80s, African-American, trendy, nice Caesar look. So everything had its elements. And plus most of my friends they looked like this guy. And he had a little drawl. It was like it all fit. But it was a time travel. It took me back, and I was able to experience this in the here and now. So I feel from that situation a few weeks ago with Mr. L Magic, a reset button was pushed because I felt the same feelings with him as I did with my first love, which it occurred in the year 2000, 1999, 2000, 2001, around there, with my first long-term relationship for 5 years. Since then, I have not fallen in love like that. And when I met Mr. L a few weeks ago, in the here and now, I felt the same feelings. Then again, he was the same type of guy too, the same sort of height. Mr. L liked making out, where my first love wasn't much of a kisser. But I'm coming to you because what happened was, that was 3 weeks ago at the timing of this video. We're not going to continue dating. He exhibited some signs. As stunning as he was and as good as he made me feel so good. And what he made me feel was the joy of meeting a person and having a very strong attraction, you know, for good reasons of the attraction or not. It's not often that I meet someone that I really feel like, oh my God, this is like the first love of my life. I'm feeling the same feelings. This is amazing. This is amazing. What a connection I felt. I don't want to dismiss that and diminish that. That was amazing. Okay, we're not compatible. The brother likes to drink and the brother don't got a lot of cash. That doesn't work for Soraya Sobradal, the queen of healthy Latin cooking in 2024. Been there, done that. He did give me a reset. There's the belief now that I have that I didn't have before meeting him, that I could have strong sensual feelings. And the way we made out was kind of like, I have a way of figuring out pressure points in a person's body and like holding him and owning his tongue. I kind of like caress his back or do a little bit of pressure on certain spots of the spine. And I forgot that I'm good at that. It's been that long since I've been turned on. And so like I found out like, oh, Soraya, your skill set in affection is still there. You still have a lot to offer, you know. The point is that Mr. L Magic really showed me that I am still capable of loving in a healthy way, of course, but still capable of it. I still have my energy, and I could still feel the beauty, the privilege, the honor of meeting someone else, and we both have a good time, even if it's for one night of 2.5 hours of kissing. You know, there was no sex, it's safe. And it's lovely when two humans can come away from one experience feeling so excited about each other equally. Yeah, I was a little disappointed because I really was like, he had tattoos and that face and he had a cute little butt. I don't think he was that big in the front, which is good because I wanted to explore being a bottom, you know, and I was feeling it. I was like, oh, I want this guy to, you know, be the dominant. So, you know, it'll happen with the right guy. I'm not in a big rush at all. I've been reset in the way that I feel optimistic and I'm listening to music I haven't heard in a really long time. Yeah, I got turned out in a really nice way. And so I'm glad I made the decisions that I made in this experience that are good for me. I'm just going to play it easy, sit back, focus on my videos here with y'all, my music production, keep working on that, and keep up with my health, my appearance, working out at the gym really hard. I'm trying to get my strength, looking into doing disco hustle more, take my walks, do my writing, and come to all of y'all, like I said, with the videos. So I'm gonna end this one. I hope that this made sense. This one's talking about time travel that can help you actually reset. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Take good care. Trans Mama loves you. Bye. Mwah.